If you decide to walk to the zoo, you might pass by these places, each of which might be very interesting in itself. But my destination today is the zoo. It was the first of its kind in northern Thailand and is located in the foothills of the Doi Sutep Mountains. The entrance looks magnificent and fully embodies the scale of the zoo. As over the years since its inception in the early 1950s, the zoo has grown in size from just less than 10 hectares to almost 80. I was curious as to how big that was. Apparently, 1 hectare equals 1 football field. Did you picture that? Now do the math. The fun starts at the very entrance. There's a photo or Insta zone for families, groups, or those who like to leave a mark at every place they go. Well, since recently it's not me, so I just enjoy watching. As you probably understood from my measurement exercise, Chiang Mai Zoo is huge, even for a crazy walk lover like myself. So there is a lot of options for every pocket. There are shuttle buses that work the same way as the big buses in every big city in the world. You buy 1 ticket for the whole day and get off at the stops and explore, and then you get on the next available bus to continue the journey, and so on. The shuttle bus ticket is 70 baht, which is around $2. There is an option to rent a cart with a driver in case you come with a group or as a big family, or you want to go at your own pace, or you just like total independence and privacy. We are entering the African zone, and there is a small section in this zone dedicated to Australia. In a large portion of this African zone, animals like giraffes, zebras, and hippos can wander freely in a natural setting. When I was planning my trip to Chiang Mai, I asked my friend who's been in Thailand for a few years now, what is there to see? She said, "Oh, there is a zoo and they have a panda." "What? Panda, you say?" "I'm in," said I, and here I am. I was in for the biggest disappointment, but more on this later. This elaborate setting leads us to the area for the panthers. You can feel safe here as you're watching them through the thick glass. Oh, nice staircase leading to the black giant squirrel. I love the greenery. And another staircase. We'll have a look at the gray crown crane. The metal net is pretty thick, so thick that it messes up with the camera lens and makes it very hard to focus. But we'll get through. Okay, the next stop is panda. So when I asked the driver how to get to see the panda, he said, "There is no more panda." When Ling Hui, that's the panda's name, was 2 years old, she was lent to Thailand as China's goodwill ambassador for 10 years. It went pretty well, so she stayed till 2023, and that's when she passed away because at 20 years, pandas are very old. Officially, all pandas in the world belong to China, and it isn't very easy to get pandas for different countries, so that's the reason I wasn't able to see one. I felt quite upset at the moment, so I didn't go to the Snow Buddy Winterland place and went straight to the zone dedicated to Australia. It was fun and helped me come to terms with my disappointment, and I decided to just keep exploring this huge place and enjoying it. I discovered a lot of information about koalas, and I found koalas themselves. They are really cute in real life. If you pause on one of the information boards, you can read that koalas sleep 20 hours a day on average. So here you are. I think it's really wonderful that such places exist. They allow us to have a peek into the wildlife of different countries and also educate us. And this is a kids' library on the premises. I even found a water park here, but it was out of operation. I couldn't help but stuck my nose anyway. Apparently, this is how it used to be, and I have a feeling that it all went sideways during the pandemic. And it's time to catch the next bus. The zoo is divided into 4 zones. They have their proper names, but it's quite difficult for me to pronounce them because they're in Thai language. And I don't want to embarrass myself. So I will call them the African zone, the aquarium, the rainforest dominated by different ape species, and the last is the bird park. I'm not sure why I didn't get into the aquarium, but I am sure that I had enough to see that day. So maybe on my next visit to the zoo, I'll dedicate time to explore the aquarium. And we're entering the rainforest. They look so cartoonish that I couldn't believe that these are real. This is a red panda. Well, at least I saw some kind of panda today. It kept on walking around, making it a little difficult to take a good video or picture. The bird park. I didn't expect it, but I entered the place that looked like a town. I really like this area. I've never seen deers in real life, and I was so happy to observe them so close and in action. It was lunchtime. I didn't even register what these were, as I have never seen the turtle so big and in this state. This place is awesome. Look at this. Get a camera and run here for some great shots. At this time, I was completely lost. I didn't have any idea which zone of the zoo I was in, and honestly, I was pretty overwhelmed with everything I had already seen and the thought that there was a lot more. So I decided to go with the flow, or rather along the bus route. And before we left for the penguins, we visited the rhinos. Penguins were my favorites. They are so adorable. They look so majestic in the water and so clumsy on the ground, but so cute. There was a brief moment at this beautiful spot. The view was so captivating. I wanted to wrap up the day with one last great impression, and I got lucky. They were right on the bus route. The elephants. It wasn't actually all that the zoo had to offer, but it was all for me for the day. Although the monkeys and some llamas were calling for me, I got off the bus at the souvenir stop and went on with my day.